Time of year, a lot of people, particularly royal reporters, come out with all of this claptrap and rubbish, about what exactly goes on with inside the royal camps. And the reason why I say that is I truly know what goes on, and I mean that genuinely. The sort of reporters that, do you remember a while back, particularly one lady who kept saying how Catherine and Meghan and Harry were exchanging pictures and chatting via Zoom and swapping baby clothes? I mean, absolute rubbish. You just kind of think, why on earth, first of all, would they risk having any kind of Zoom chat? And what on earth would they be swapping baby clothes for? I mean, why would you? You wouldn't need to do that. As we saw recently, Catherine was very keen to take a lot of her own unused baby clothes, which is a nice gesture, to the baby bank that she went to visit, one of her charities in Windsor, which we all enjoyed, of course, because of Prince Louis's way of dealing and folding with certain individual things. I know it's a bit like me, just twanging it in, that'll do. But one of the stories that I really just wanted to sort of debunk before it even becomes a sort of thing is that, they're now trying to pitch this, and this is truly coming from the spin doctoring of course, Harry and Meghan, about how they will both be having this very cozy, intimate Christmas Day chat. Now, what I've been told from an immaculate, now, take two. Now, what I've been told from a very well-placed source is His Majesty the King has certain things that he has to do literally on Christmas Day. It's the one day of the year that he actually takes off from dealing with the red boxes, the royal documents as they were, That is the one day. Even on Boxing Day, he starts to work on them again. But what's interesting here is, while there are certain leaders that he will speak to and share season's greetings with on that day, certainly Harry and Meghan are not down on the list. Now, that's not to say that that wouldn't happen, but truly any royal reporter that tells you they know, they don't know, because as we've told you before, the king doesn't have a mobile phone. Everything goes through his private secretary, and that would be booked in. That's really been the bigger problem for Meghan and Harry. As we know, she tried to get a one-to-one audience with His Majesty the King and really just have a chat. Well, first and foremost, His Majesty the King is not keen on a phone chat, let me tell you, with Harry and Meghan, for obvious reasons. They could be recorded, it could be used in any sphere later on, claiming, of course, it got leaked out. His Majesty the King, of course, alongside his advisors, are very shrewd to learn the fact that now they're in dangerous territory with one person in particular that could skewer a lot of things. No matter one wrong word, an editing tool could change the whole concept. So while I'm sure His Majesty and senior members of the British monarchy wish Harry and Meghan all the very best for the season's greetings, and no doubt the grandchildren that they truly never see, nobody truly knows for sure whether communication will take place. One might suspect, and this is what I've been told, that Christmas cards have been exchanged. Very polite Christmas cards, I might point out. And let's also not forget the hurt that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have thrown upon the Prince and Princess of Wales this year. And as we also know, His Majesty the King talked about what a darling, delightful daughter-in-law that he has in Catherine. He's certainly not going to want to upset the Prince and Princess of Wales, no matter what Harry and Meghan wish to do or say, or their spin doctors try and put out there. Always good to share in advance. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.